Amara's first day in school. Amara clutched her new backpack tightly, standing at the entrance of Greenfield Elementary. The school loomed large before her, its brick walls and tall windows seeming both inviting and a little intimidating. She took a deep breath and glanced up at her mother, who smiled reassuringly. "You're going to have so much fun, sweetheart," her mother whispered, giving her hand a gentle squeeze. Amara nodded, but butterflies fluttered in her stomach. Today was her first day in a new school, and she wasn't sure what to expect. Would the other kids like her? Would she be able to find her classroom? What if she got lost? The morning sunlight cast a warm glow over the schoolyard, and as they stepped through the front doors, Amara could hear the hum of children talking, lockers opening and closing, and teachers greeting students. She scanned the crowd, noticing kids in colorful clothes with shiny new backpacks just like hers. She scanned the crowd, noticing kids in colorful clothes with shiny new backpacks just like hers. She felt a little better knowing she wasn't the only one feeling new and uncertain. A kind-looking woman with glasses approached them, holding a clipboard. "Hello there. You must be Amara," she said with a smile. "I'm Mrs. Carter, your teacher. I'll show you to our classroom. Are you ready?" Amara gave her mother one last hug and then nodded at Mrs. Carter. They walked down the hallway, past walls decorated with colorful artwork and cheerful posters that read things like "Believe in yourself" and "Kindness is key." Each classroom they passed was filled with kids settling in, chatting excitedly. Amara felt a flicker of hope. Maybe this wouldn't be so bad. When they arrived at her classroom, room 102, Mrs. Carter held the door open and ushered Amara inside. She looked around, taking in the bright posters, the neatly arranged desks, and the big window overlooking the playground outside. There was a cozy reading corner with pillows and a small shelf filled with books. Amara's eyes lit up. She loved reading, and the corner looked like a little hideaway perfect for adventures. Mrs. Carter introduced her to a girl named Mia, who had big glasses and curly hair tied back with a pink ribbon. "Mia, this is Amara. She's new here, so can you show her around?" Mia grinned. "Hi, Amara. You can sit next to me. We're going to have so much fun today." Amara felt a rush of relief. Mia seemed friendly, and she liked her bright smile. She followed her to a desk near the window and settled in as Mrs. Carter began the class. They started with introductions, and Amara got to hear where her classmates were from and what they liked to do. Some liked sports, others loved drawing, and a few mentioned their pets with big smiles. When it was Amara's turn, she nervously stood up and said, "Hi, I'm Amara. I love reading stories and playing the piano." A few kids looked at her with interest, and Mia whispered, "I like stories too." Amara smiled, feeling a little more at ease. The morning passed quickly. They had a math lesson that wasn't too hard, and Amara was relieved to find she could follow along. At recess, Mia and a few other kids invited her to play on the swings. As they took turns swinging higher and higher, Amara felt her initial nerves fade away. Mia and her friends told jokes and laughed, and Amara joined in, happy to feel included. After recess, they returned to the classroom, where Mrs. Carter announced it was time for their weekly show and tell. Amara watched as her classmates shared their favorite things. One boy showed off a shiny blue rock he'd found, and a girl shared a small doll from her trip to a different country. When it was Amara's turn, she hesitated for a moment, then decided to tell them about her favorite book, The Adventures of Lily the Explorer. She spoke quietly at first, explaining how Lily was a brave girl who traveled through magical lands and solved mysteries. But as she went on, her excitement grew, and she forgot to feel shy. Her classmates listened, and when she finished, Mia whispered, "That sounds amazing. Can I borrow it sometime?" Amara beamed, nodding eagerly. By the time lunch arrived, Amara was feeling much more comfortable. She and Mia sat together, joined by two other girls, Layla and Sophia. They talked about their favorite animals and laughed about the silly things their pets did at home. Amara shared a story about her cat, Whiskers, who loved to hide in her laundry basket and surprise her. As the day came to an end, Mrs. Carter handed each student a first day at school sticker, and Amara placed hers carefully on her notebook. She felt proud and a little surprised at how much fun she'd had. She'd even made new friends. When her mother arrived to pick her up, Amara ran over with a huge smile on her face. "Mom, I met so many nice kids, and I even told the class about my favorite book." Her mother's eyes sparkled as she hugged Amara. "I knew you'd have a great day," she said. As they walked home, Amara chatted nonstop about all the things she'd done, already looking forward to the adventures that lay ahead.